Hi everybody, this is Jessica from Lemon and Lime Craft Company. I'm going to be showing you guys how we're going to make this super cute Easter Grapevine Wreath. We're actually making this wreath in an upcoming workshop here at our shop in Lewistown, Pennsylvania. We host wreath making workshops here all year long throughout all the seasons and holidays. So if you're ever in the area, you can check that out. So we typically will make kits of all of our supplies. If we have supplies left over or if the classes don't sell out, we make up kit bundles that way you can buy those, and we make this videos that way you can watch how we make that at home while you're making your wreath, and just kind of you can still be able to see how we went about making that. This is a really easy kind of a beginner wreath. There's not many steps to this one, so it's kind of a nice beginner wreath if you're looking to do that. I'll go into just a little bit about what we're using here. This is an 18-inch round grapevine base. This little Easter Bunny accent, he's from Hobby Lobby. Our ribbon, this is a 1.5-inch wired ribbon. It's from Hobby Lobby also. And these big nice Easter egg sprays and the pitberry picks here, these little pastel picks, they're both from Hobby Lobby. The pastel picks, or the pastel pit berries, are actually from a large garland, and we just deconstruct the garland into individual picks so that way we can kind of put them where we'd like. And then we have our seeded grass back here, just from a bush at Hobby Lobby also. And we have these little white Pom Pom Picks, just a couple of those thrown in. They're actually from At Home, but Michael's and Hobby Lobby and Walmart probably all have something similar, so don't necessarily have to have those same things, but something similar if you want that little extra pop of white. So let's get into it and we'll show you how we made that. Alright, so we're going to get started. We're back to our just bare grapevine base here, and I'll just show you kind of what we'll be working with. This is how everything will look in the kit, or again, if you're looking to buy things separately, then this is kind of what you're going to be looking for. So these sprays come all together. It's curved because I curved it, but when you buy them, they'll be straight. They come with a really long stem. I've actually clipped several inches off of this, so it does come pretty long, but this is all one piece. This is all one spray. So when I meant that this was going to be pretty easy, it's because this is already done for you. So this is already put together. We actually have 2 of these. So here we go. And this was the beaded grass that I'm talking about. Very pretty nice texture. And so these are our pitberry picks. So again, we just deconstruct these. These are all in one big long garland, and then you just kind of unwind them all. You may have to kind of twist them, twist the bottoms just to keep them all put together, because the paper likes to come off. But that's what they'll look like. So just nice and springy. It's cheaper to buy them as a big garland if you're going to be using a lot, to buy the garland and then just deconstruct the garland instead of buying picks individually. So that's why we do it that way. But we have, I think, 6 of these, and we have just 4 of these beaded grass. We're just adding a touch of them here or there just to kind of fill it out a little bit more. And then we have these little Pom Pom Picks, and these just come as like one big bush. Like so, we bought these from At Home, but Michael's, Hobby Lobby, they all have something similar to this, so that's just where these were from. And then we just have our bunny here. He's cute. And then this is the ribbon that we'll be using here. So, and I'll show you how we make the bow too. We're actually going to do that first because the bow is kind of like our center point. Everything's coming out from the bow. So we're going to make the bow first. I'll show you how we do that. We'll attach that, and then we just kind of build out from there. Alright, so I'm going to be showing you on my bow maker here how we went about making the bow. If you buy the kits, the bows are already made for you. But I'm just showing you in case you find this video at a later date or you're watching on YouTube, you can watch how we make the bow. It's a pretty simple bow. What we're going to do though to start out with, we're just going to make, I have one made up already. So we're going to put 2 tails in the back, 4 loops kind of on our bottom bow, and then we just do 2 tails on the top bow and 4 loops on the top bow. So that's what it'll look like in the end. So we're going to start with the tails. So they're about 6 inches. So we're just going to cut those first. We're just putting these at the very bottom. So there's 2 of those. So we're just going to kind of pull them in opposite directions here, like that. And then we're going to start by making our loops. We're going to start with the print side down because we're going to loop up. So you're just going to kind of pinch your ribbon with the print side down. Give yourself a little bit of leeway so that way when we attach the pipe cleaner in the middle, you know, it'll be secure because this is on the other side. So you're going to start, have about 5 inches. You're going to make a loop, twist in the middle. That way your print side is down on the other side. You're going to make another loop. You're going to go out about another 5 inches. Twist in the middle again. And we have 1 loop on both sides. We'll make 2 more, 1 on each side, twisting in the middle. That's going to keep your print side on the outside. Now when we go to do our last loop here on this side, we're going to keep the print side up so you're not going to twist. So we're just going to cut it, give ourselves a little bit of extra so that way again when we put the pipe cleaner it'll be nice and secure. And then we're just going to put 1 tail in the middle on our top bow. So we're going to go about 5 inches out this time because it's going to be a little bit smaller. Just 1 strip in there, those will be our tails for our top bow. And again we're just going to kind of pinch and put the print side down. And then we're going to make 2 more loops. We're going out about 4 inches now with our loops. Pinch and twist in the middle to make a loop. And once you've got your 2 loops, again you'll just cross over the middle and snip off. And then you'll take a pipe cleaner, or zip tie works too. You're going to slide that right down in the middle, and then you're going to pull this up. Just make sure you have a hold of your top and your bottom. You're pinching together real good. Things can move on you when you pull that up. And then you're just going to pull it nice and tight. Give it a twist. And then I just twist the whole bow a couple of times to get it nice and tight. I'm just going to pull everything kind of in opposite directions. You can fluff it out. And then what we'll do, I go back in and these little extra spots that we have where we crossed over, I just kind of snip them down as close as you can. So once you pull out your loops and everything, you really won't see those. I've got one down here too. Just make sure you're not cutting any of your loops. And then we're going to dovetail the ends of the ribbon, so we just fold the ribbon in half like that, and then start at the center of your ribbon and go outward in a V. So it looks like that. When you open it up, it's going to look like that. So it gives your ribbons a nice dovetailed finish. And we just do that to all of our ends. You should have a nice fluffy bow. And you should have 6 tails all together kind of poking out. looking like that. And then we're going to attach it to our wreath and we'll kind of build out from there. Okay, so we have our bow done. Actually, we're not going to put it on quite yet. I was getting a little ahead of myself. What we're actually going to do first is to work with our sprays. These come as 2 separate sprays. And that's what makes this wreath really easy. Is like I said, this is already, you know, done for you. All of this comes together as all one piece. I've trimmed several inches off of these, so they do have a very long stem. But what we're going to do is we're just going to overlap them. We're putting one this side up, this side down, and we're just going to like overlap them to where they're about half inch or like a hand's worth. You know, here in the center, that's where our bow is going to go. But we're just going to attach these together to make one big swag like this. So we'll take a couple of zip ties are fine. We're just going to go through the center and secure them in the middle first. Get them nice and tight. Again, that'll just make a zip tie like this because we kind of want it, you know, just like that. Maybe even pull them up a little bit more. There we go. All right, so we got like that. And then what I'll do, since these stems come up fairly good way, I'm going to zip tie one up here and one here too, just to kind of make it so that way these aren't sticking out. And it keeps those kind of in check too. So again, we'll just the zip tie around that one. Make sure you guys can see that okay. That one there, and then we'll do one down on this side. All right. So again, just makes it one more solid piece like that. And then of course we can go back and trim those off because nobody wants to see all that. And that one. All right. And then again, if you're just buying these in the store, these are going to be straight instead of curved. So all we've done is just, you know, these all have wire in them. So you're just going to kind of curve them to the shape of the wreath. You know, the wreath is round, so we kind of want to keep that flow. You know, you don't want straight because it's going to just look awkward. You want it to be nice and follow the shape of the wreath. So we'll take another pipe cleaner here, and then we'll just attach, I'm going to move my bunny out of the way, attach it to kind of where I want. See how like it's following the shape of the wreath like that? That's what you want. And then just use your one extra pipe cleaner here. We're going to go right in the center. This one you can just go right around. This one's got a little piece sticking out, so I'm actually going to go underneath that. You want it nice and tight. All right. And then what you can do as well is take it, because it's still going to pull this way a little bit, I would say. So if you wanted to add an additional zip tie like up here on the big branch, like kind of behind this yellow egg, you could do that. It kind of keeps them more flush up against the wreath. I'm not really going to show that step here, but you could do that. And then we'll just trim that. And then we can go in with our bow, and it's going to go right over top of those zip ties. I'm just going to thread them right through the back of the grapevine. That one I'm just going to go around the side. and twist off in the back. All right, and then you can just pull your bow how you want it. I like mine like kind of horizontal, I would say. Pull all your loops out, get it nice and fluffy. And like I said, we're going to fill in where you won't see, you know, the zip ties. Get these all a little fluff out too. There we go. And then for our bunny, so what we're going to do, you're going to take our bunny. These guys normally have like a foam bottom. So we just take like a piece of wooden dowel and just kind of stick it up in there. You'll want to glue the end of this as you stick that up in. It's just going to hold that in that tract better. And you'll want to dab some glue on the end of this. That's what we're going to stick down in the wreath. And that's going to, of course, adhere to the wreath. So we're going to stick him. He's going to kind of go kind of like towards the back of the center here on the bottom. You don't want it too far back because you don't want half your bunny sticking out the back. It's not going to sit up against a door well. So you kind of want it forward enough that he's, you know, he's not poking out the back. You want him sitting more out front. So we're just going to kind of pick that spot and stick him right down in there. And then what you'll want to do, again, I'm not going to show the step here, but you'll want to take a glue gun and just kind of go anywhere that he's touching the wreath. Just go ahead and dab some glue in there. Again, that's just going to help him be supported in there, help it not to go anywhere. But he'll sit there just like that. Then again, he's kind of sitting out in front of the wreath and not sitting in the back where it's going to hit things. All right, and then we're just going to work on our picks. We have our pip berries, a bit of this beaded grass, and our white pom-poms. So really you're just going to fill in you know, where you think you want to put that. There's no right or wrong here. I just took some beaded grass and we went kind of down in there just to kind of fill out that greenery just a little bit. I really only needed like two up top and 2 down the bottom. Just like that. You're going to just put these right into the grapevine. That there. Like that. Again, you'll just want to glue again as you go, or come back and glue these once you've figured out exactly where you want everything. And then we'll go in with these guys. Again, I'm just kind of placing them wherever, you know, there might be a small hole to fix or fill, not necessarily fix, but fill. And we'll pull these guys out. I think I did about 3 on the top, 3 along the bottom. I'm very symmetrical when I'm making wreaths. I mean, even though this is one-sided, you know, typically what I'm doing to the top, I'm going to do to the bottom. So I think I'll do maybe, let's see, maybe one up here. Let's spread those out a little bit. I'll throw one in there. And then again, we'll just do the same thing at the bottom. Throw one there. Just kind of spread them out a little bit. You don't want them too close together. Do one. And here. And we'll do one down here coming out the end. There we go. And then these, again, we're just kind of filling in. I'll slide one there to kind of cover up, you know, perfectly hides the zip ties. Just that extra little flower. There's an extra little pop of white to bring in the white from the bunny. I think we did like 4 of these up here or so. Again, I just like to kind of be symmetrical with it. We'll throw one out here to the side. One down here to the side. One in here. Maybe one under here. And probably slide one more on the bottom here. I can find my there we go. Alright, and then we look nice and full. We can pull these out a little bit. And there you go. You're all done. So, like I said, it's really easy. Those big Easter egg sprays from Hobby Lobby just make it super, super nice. I mean, all that is pretty much done for you. And then you can just add your little finishing touches with the pip berries, the little white pom-poms, this nice seeded grass. That seeded grass you can use all spring, summer long. I mean, they usually make it like a fall with like hints of brown on it too. Perfect for fall wreaths. Highly recommend beaded grass. We use a lot of it. But yeah, I mean, that's it. This is kind of what I meant about like it pops out to the front a little bit. So if you want to zip tie that down, you can even do the top and bottom, but that will just help it to keep from pulling away a little bit if you wanted to zip tie that down too. But yeah, super cute, super really easy wreath honestly to make. I know it looks like there's a lot to it, but you know, using those large sprays that have so much in them just really help to get you going. So yeah, we're looking forward to making this in our wreath class, and you know, hopefully we'll have a few kits available on our website, lemonandlimecraftco.com. There's a tab at the top called bundles and kits, I believe. So if we do have kits, that's where you would find them, and you can watch this tutorial while you make it at home. Otherwise, if you'd like to make this wreath, you know, we highly recommend. We thought it turned out super cute, and yeah, we look forward to making more. So please let us know if there's anything else you want to see. You can comment on this video. We have our website, again, lemonandlimecraftco.com. You can message us there if there's anything else you'd want to see, or check out our YouTube channels for you know, other wreaths that we've made and tutorials that we made to go with those. Thanks guys, happy wreathing!